Welcome to the Week in Review, the show that brings you up to date on the week that was. Here are the top stories. Infosys faces legal challenge over American visas. Tata Steel swings to profit. And an iconic luxury car maker storms into India. Infosys' visa troubles have now become legal troubles. America's Department of Justice is investigating potential visa fraud by the company. And while it's not sharing details of the case, the probe could mean charges against Infosys in the future. On Tuesday, Infosys said it received a subpoena from grand jury at a U.S. district court. It will now have to provide information to the court on how it uses B-1 visas. B-1 visas are short-term permits that allow people to make business visits but don't allow gainful employment. On Thursday, the U.S. State Department announced it would review norms for issuing B-1 visas. Moving on to corporate earnings, Tata Motors' full-year profits have rocketed up 361%. Net profit zipped past forecasts to 9,274 crore rupees during the last fiscal, and revenue rose one-third to 1.22 trillion rupees. Tata Motors' numbers were powered by its UK subsidiary Jaguar Land Rover. JLR launched new models during the year and saw a revival in its key European and North American markets. Its operating margin increased to 16% compared to 7% in the previous year. Also in earnings, DLF is on slippery ground. India's biggest real estate company posted its worst profit in 2 years. DLF said it made a one-time reset charge of 475 crores to account for higher costs of both raw material and labor. Fourth quarter profit fell 19% to 345 crores on a year-on-year basis. Sales, on the other hand, climbed 35% to 2,680 crores. From real estate to metal company Tata Steel. At a time when steel industry worldwide is under pressure for higher raw material costs, Tata Steel has eked out a profit thanks to demand from the auto sector. The company's net profit for the fourth quarter surged 71.6% to 4,117 crores. Tata Steel's numbers were helped by stronger volumes in India and better margins in Europe. It also made a one-time gain of $561 million after selling off a UK plant. In other news, FIIs will soon be able to deal with credit default swaps. The Reserve Bank has announced new norms that will allow foreign investors to use CDSs to hedge against defaults. They'll be allowed to buy CDSs from the 24th of October. Credit default swaps have something of a tortured history in India. The Reserve Bank has been issuing draft guidelines on them since 2003 but made little headway on the controversial instruments. And here are some stories in brief. India is offering a $5 billion line of credit to Africa for 3 years. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh announced the move at an India-Africa summit in Addis Ababa on Tuesday. Singh also announced a $700 million package for skill development. One of Wipro's old CEOs is joining Silicon Valley firm Bloom Energy. Girish Paranjape is now managing director of Bloom Energy International and will be responsible for global expansion. Bloom Energy makes high-end fuel cells that run on natural gas and air. Bharti Walmart has announced plans to open 20 new wholesale stores over the next 2 years. Most of these outlets are slated to come up in southern and western India. Bharti Walmart currently runs 6 such stores in North Indian locations. Car maker Renault is back in India with its latest offering, the Fluence. It's Renault's first offering in the country since it ended a partnership with Mahindra & Mahindra in 2010. The diesel version of the Fluence comes with a price tag of 13 lakhs. And finally, on to cars that cost just a little bit more. Ferrari is racing into the Indian market for the very first time. It opened a showroom in Delhi on Friday, showcasing models like the California and Italia. Prices will start at 2 crores per car. That's all we have for you. Thanks for watching.